I didn't set out to write a novel. I didn't know what I was writing.
As we sailed, Ian told stories, and it became clear to me that this was a man of extraordinary verbal dexterity who could channel old stories and bring them back to life again.
Then I realised that the characters started doing what they bloody wanted without asking you. I didn't set out to write a novel. I didn't know what I was writing. I knew I was interested in short stories. I knew I was interested in listening to and hearing stories and telling stories, but I didn't set out to write a novel.
Well, I think it's a major landmark in the fiction of the islands, that's for sure. I think it's a landmark in Scottish literature and in contemporary fiction more broadly, and I read a great deal of contemporary fiction. When I first met it, it was called A Merry Book of Death and Fish, and it came down the email in a vast screed, and I began it, and it just torrented me away with its voice and its vision and its stories, each story begetting another story, each weave of the loom beginning another. And then I met it again in its full and final and finished form as a book of Death and Fish, just published, and I thought it was even better, and so came up to Stornoway to celebrate its publication. It's the story of a man, Peter Macaulay, at the end of his life, writing his will, but he can't keep it short. Indeed, he keeps it long, 500 pages long, and his memories begin to loop back through the history of the islands, his own personal history, all the people he's known, and you realise that his memory is an aggregate of stories that together begin to speak to one another and pattern. These strange, remarkable shapes begin to emerge for a reader as you spend time in this novel and with this novel.
Experience of writing drama was key, because that's when I realised the characters become themselves. They do what they want, they say what they want, you just listen to them. And it became a novel, I think, when I realised that you just had to allow the characters to do that.